Asuka, the energetic and strong mother. Yamato, the younger brother who's always in his own little world. Follow us as we karate kick all your daily frustrations away. Asuka's Revenge.
I'm Yamato. I've been working part-time at a cafe near my house since I was a student. But when I started thinking about getting a job...
Yamato, why don't you work here?
What?
You haven't found a job yet, right? We're a limited company after all. If you join us as a full-time employee, I'll make you the manager. And in the future, you know I'm planning to open a second branch in front of the station, right?
Ah.
I want to concentrate on that side, and I was wondering if there was someone I could leave this place to. What do you think?
After thinking about it overnight, I decided to take the job at the place where I was working part-time. I have an older brother and younger sister.
If you're okay with that, we don't mind, but it'll be for life, you know.
The new graduate card is important. If you don't regret it, that's fine. But don't you think you should get a proper job?
The two of them who are already working tried to stop me. But to be honest, if you ask me if I have something I want to do now, I don't. I tried hard with the job hunting thing, and when thinking about joining some subsidiary company in a building near the station, commuting there every day, making some kind of document that I don't really understand, then making some kind of promise with someone to move some money. I'll work at the cafe. At least a workplace where I know what I'm supposed to do is much better. I made up my mind.
I'm glad, thanks. Then, sign this document.
Okay.
All right! From today, you're the manager of this store. But the work won't change that much. You know the whole process, so just do that. Anyway, I'm the most important person in this shop, and you're next.
Huh.
I'll leave the managing of other part-timers to you. Think of this shop as your own shop.
Okay. And so, I became the hired manager of this cafe. Soon after, the second shop really opened, and since the owner went there, this shop was left to me. Welcome!
I'll have an iced latte.
Yes. The shop isn't that big, so it only takes me and 2 part-time workers to run it. It's a shop that sells quietness, so most of the customers order a drink when they sit down, start reading, and leave after an hour. During lunchtime, there are people who order light meals, but it's not too busy, so I thought it would be a workplace. I was spending my time in peace, but one day... One iced milk tea, please.
Right away.
Hot latte!
Yes. There seems to have been an increase in the number of students recently.
I heard that a Cram school opened nearby. They're probably students from there.
I see. I thought the customer base had changed recently, but it seems that's what happened. When the students order, they open their reference books and start studying. I thought it was fine, but even after an hour or two, they didn't move at all, and they only sipped the drinks we brought them. Well, I guess it's like this with students. I thought so and watched over them, but one of the students who came regularly... Orange juice, please. Yes.
Oh, over here. Today's the practice test, right? It's the worst. Let's go over it.
Welcome. I'll take your order.
Oh, she's with us.
What?
Don't worry about it. The test covers this part, right? Wasn't it this?
What? Those two didn't order?
Yes. She told me not to worry since she's with them.
No, we do mind. This isn't your friend's house. Is that how young people think these days? No, they're only 4 or 5 years younger than me. I wanted to believe they didn't think like that. But it's a problem. Ever since the Cram school opened, the number of customers who stay for 2 or 3 hours with just one drink has increased. And kids who don't want to order anything have started to appear. As I was thinking about what to do, here's your iced coffee. Please leave it here. No, over there. What? Oh, he's with us.
I'm with them.
That's right. No, this is a cafe, not your friend's house. Everyone has to order at least one thing. What? They started laughing and I got angry. He ordered, right? He sits here, so there's no need for us to order something, is there? Is he trying to win an argument? I was pissed. You're a customer, right?
That's right.
At this store, we only recognize people who order something as customers. So if you don't, you can go. I smile and point to the door. This store only recognizes people who order as customers? Would you say the same thing to a mother who brings her baby? People who don't order aren't customers. I don't know if babies drink coffee or tea, but in that case, we use common sense to deal with it. Are they stupid? While hiding my true feelings with a smile. What's your order? The kids.
Damn, so cheap. Stop getting arrogant when you only work a job like this.
They were saying something, but they fell silent when I brought the drink, so I ignored them. After that, I told the part-time staff that I would like each customer to order at least one item, and that they should not occupy seats while studying. I also put up signs in the store. I'll take responsibility for this, so you can turn away any stupid student customers.
Okay. Understood.
I thought that would solve the problem, but then I saw a customer sitting at a table with a notebook spread out. Excuse me, please refrain from studying. When I warned him,
Huh? I'm just reading. I just have a habit of making notes on things that catch my eye.
there were kids who put a book cover on the reference book and played dumb. I've had enough of them. So when I saw kids like that, I'll report you to the school as being malicious. And I warned them like that. And I picked out the annoying customers who came often from the surveillance camera footage and found out what school they go to and sent photos to them. Your students are causing problems. Do you not have a study room at your school?
I'm sorry. We'll do our best. We warned the students at the meeting, and I also gave them individual warnings. I'm sorry.
I think it's good that they're so enthusiastic about their studies, but I would appreciate it if the school could support them. I got a report and an apology. Furthermore, I was able to deduce from the reference book that the kids from the Cram school nearby had also sent photos and notified the Cram school by phone. And I was able to get a report and apology from them as well. And I asked the students of A High School to refrain from coming to the store. I reported the matter to A High School and received an apology from the vice principal. I asked the students of B Private School to refrain from coming to the store. I reported the matter to B Private School and received an apology. I put up a notice in the store and actually implemented a ban on entry. I felt sorry to the students who have returned home from school, but I've banned all of them from entering the store. Then, they started coming in regular clothes, but please refrain from studying.
What?
Should I report the school or the Cram school?
Ugh.
Because the store isn't that big, I check it regularly and keep reporting them. There are also customers who were probably underage and smoking in the smoking area, so I immediately reported them to the police. While I was doing this, half a year passed. The annoying customers disappeared. The regular customers came back, and it seemed that the cafe was introduced on someone's blog or video, and sales increased more than before the Cram school opened. It was worth it to have managed to keep a firm attitude towards the annoying customers, and I thought I had regained my peaceful days.
Yamato, you're fired.
What? I didn't know what happened, but suddenly I was fired.
I heard you made it off limits for the students from B Cram school. Why did you do something like that?
I explained the situation, including my responsibilities as the store manager, but...
My grandson is attending B Cram school, but then he started getting harassed there. I looked into it and found out that the reason for this was here.
It seems that the troublesome kid I had kicked out was the owner's grandson's classmate. And the reason why the Cram school students started coming to the store was because...
This is my grandpa's store. Huh? Can you make it free?
My grandpa could, but he's at a different store now. These word of mouths were the reason. But...
I don't want to hear excuses. This is my store. Just because you're the manager, you can't ban people and report them to the police or school without my permission. What do you think you're doing?
I tried to explain as hard as I could and refute the claims sincerely, but it was no use. In the end...
I'll give you the severance payment. Thanks and goodbye.
I was made a full-time employee, but less than a year later, I was fired. I was given a severance payment of several 100,000 yen on top of my salary, and I had to leave the store.
What? Sue them!
See? I told you so.
Well, it's the path that Yamato chose.
Getting the severance pay is kind of dirty, but that's life. Go find another job.
Yeah. I've already been scolded by my siblings, who should have already left home. But my mother was right. I guess this is life too. I was fired from the job I had worked at for several years since university, and I was pretty down. But I decided to look for a job. Sometime after.
Why don't you come work for my company? We're really short of staff. There'll be an interview, but you'll definitely be fine.
Seriously? Thanks! I was able to find a job quite quickly through a friend. I didn't really understand what it was like to work for a normal company. But after becoming an actual employee, I found that life was quite enjoyable.
Yamato-san, how is this matter coming along?
Yeah, I've already contacted them, so please leave it here. There should be a reply by Monday, so I'll let you know.
Yes.
There are a lot of documents, emails, and phone calls that I don't understand. But if you look closely, you'll see that everything has a meaning and a reason. I don't know if it was a good match, but it seems like things are going quite well. A little while after I got a new job.
Yamato, can you look into this?
Yes. When I was searching a map for work, I came across a name of a store that I remembered, and when I clicked on it out of curiosity, I can't relax and drink my coffee. I went there for about 10 years, but I can't do it anymore. It was annoying when more kids started showing up, and just when I thought it had picked up and returned to being a place where you could relax, It was just my imagination. There were underage kids in the smoking area. The shop was originally popular with core fans, and it was a place that seemed to have been established on that basis. It was making a good profit, and by getting rid of customers who would harm that led to higher sales. So I hadn't really paid attention to online reviews, but it seemed that regular customers had been quietly posting. I didn't really understand whether the numbers were good or bad, but there weren't any negative comments. When I looked again, I noticed that the number of reviews had doubled in the last few months, and most of them were bad reviews. It was a good store. I'm disappointed. There were a few comments like that, so I looked at the users and saw that the person who wrote the comment had never written a bad review about any other store. It kinda hurt my heart. A little while later, I passed by the store on my way to work, and it had closed down. I guess that's inevitable. I also saw the Cram school in that building also closed down. I wonder who benefited from that.
Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time!